from a New Englandville studio. Good morning and welcome to the midweek edition of the program Good Morning Saloon, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Today, now Wednesday, December 17, 2025, and we will bring the program to you this Wednesday morning. My name is Adeyemi Jackson.
And Musa Kamara Naminim. Good morning. Inside today's edition of the program Good Morning Saloon, Tuesday, December 16 this year, the U.S. government don't ban saloon citizens them not for enter the United States starting January 1, 2026. High Court don't sentence first-time executive director of the Saloon Road Safety Authority, Dr. Sarah Bendu, for go 3-year jail or pay 240,000 euros. And today inside the program, Radio Democracy go look inside the road safety measures them where authority they don't put in place for reduce accidents and traffic during this festive season.
Well, this and other story on the inside the program plus one workman at the Columbia Davis Funeral Home. See, they not get chance for pass with the body them again because the road don't block for the past 1 week. Now, waiting do you go know inside the program. Members say you listen to me live on www.radiodemocracy.sl and Alio Rock Metal Group. They support Radio Democracy for bring the Good Morning Saloon program come to you powered by AfriCell. You listen to we from across the country when we partner radio stations them Radio Shalom 89.5 na Konaduga and Falaba District, Radio Malen 88.5, Radio 1G11.3 na Pujon District, Radio Kolenta 90.0 na Cambia, Radio Mo 105.5 na Kailam, Vopad Radio na Watalon, Voice of Sando Radio 95.7 na Kono District, Voice of Karina na Kamakwe on 98.0, Voice of Masoro Pujon District, Advocacy Radio Potloko District, Radio Kat Bami on 106.7 na Tonko Limba and At FM on 95.9 na Moyamba District. The program na Good Morning Saloon, you can be part of the program. Go send message to the number 077-981-981 or go now we get the Democracy Facebook page. Also you go follow the program live. Drop a question or comment on the issues that we will discuss inside the program this morning. The program na Good Morning Saloon.
We start to look at issues. We go see the co-founder Madeng Association in the ACCC as we for promote salon artist culture and food them make them then get for organize the Madeng Festival for 2 days. In talk this way, Madeng Association get press conference with different media host them. We say then give updates, but waiting then plan for do inside this Madeng Festival. For more on this, we join Alfred Jana.
The Madeng Festival, an important event within the entertainment industry. This event can happen every December. Now for show culture, art and craft, man from the country history, dance the country music, and eat the kind food them where they promote na the country. All this can happen around the beach area. This event will start from 2009 and for over 16 years, the Madeng Festival don't be the cornerstone where they bring local culture to the people. This year Madeng Beach Festival will take place Saturday, December 21st and Sunday, December 22nd. The management made this announcement after the theme of this year festival una crucial Monday, December 15th. Where in the talk, the founder Madeng Association, Universe, say talk about the prize where people then will pay for enter is in blue.
We've never said yes to making Madeng free because we think that people value stuff they pay for. So, but we've always wanted to make sure that if you want to come to Madeng, you can afford to come to Madeng. And this year, considering the economic climate that we're in right now, we've kept the prices what we consider, a lot of people consider reasonable. So, entry pre-sale prices for Madeng is 300 leons a day. If you buy before Friday the 19th, up to the end of Friday the 19th, at the gate we're selling 350 leons. But you really want to buy your tickets before you get to the gate to make sure your entry is just seamless. We also have both day tickets, so when you buy the package, you buy Saturday and Sunday, pre-sales for that is 500 leons. And if you do the math, that means we're selling to you at 250 leons per day. So we really are looking for people who want to come and celebrate with us. We know we've always had, Freetown has always shown us love, and we've always tried to keep Madeng affordable to everyone across the city. We hold it at the Longley Beach, but we want to make sure that Madeng is accessible to everyone across the city of Freetown.
the co-founder Mandeng Ndensi say talk about the kind sound system and stage wey dem get for use this year festival.
I want to talk about our stage. You know, when we first do this festival, we want a world-class stage. We know say for Lagos a yearly enjoy show. The stage, the sound, the light has to be perfect. You know, when musicians go on stage, if you see the sound let and down, I let them fan the Allah. They have to put it up because you know say you know they give the best one give the fan. This year we're working again with Cribs. Cribs inside Guinea Salon, Liberia. They are the biggest. They have the best equipment. They are technically sound, and they work with us. How they work is person about partnership. So we're back with Cribs this year, and when I can see back, we're going to talk about world-class stage, world-class sound, and a world-class light system.
As a way for give testimony, the kind way how Mandeng don promote artist dem na salon, na that make one per salon renowned artist Benjamin George wey boku people sabi as Drizzy Lake talk this.
Mandeng dedicated to supporting multidisciplinary talents for growth. One of the things that I believe so many fans and like about me, my live performances, and that enough would be possible if Mandeng not would be off on the stage. I mean, when I start to perform, plenty to the other festivals every day, right? And one thing we always been struggle with, like the standard, me and the guys that are free time and courts, we will watch Summer Jam after we don't practice and wish we get time stage for the performer, and wish we get time sound system and setup. And Mandeng provided for me consistently when they provided for me for this one. This time like the fifth Mandeng by now. I was looking at Mandeng picking, so and yeah, up until now it's a big pleasure. I make music for Mandeng.
Ndensi say continue for talk about wetin get for video in this festival, and say more so wetin make Mandeng festival different from all other festival dem na salon.
Mandeng mainly we meet, so na Kanko word. So na that's now they say let all mankind together, let we meet na Mandeng, let we get a good time, let we celebrate we country. Fantastic festival. We go feature some of the biggest artists that we will get in a salon. We get the Drizzy Lake then, the Caldinero, LAG. We get big name that we get for there on the stage, but Mandeng not so just the stage and the music. We get beautiful festival grounds where people then go able for camp, for eat fine salon food, then go see fine salon fashion, then go also see literature, then go able for see the arts and crafts. So we want people then count them family, we count you Pekin. We get ultimate differences because we now homegrown festival. More importantly, we they celebrate we own people there, and we they pull on the talent where we get at the country for let we able for showcase that talent. So we respect the artists there, we respect the small people there, and we bring up people the way they able for take over this festival space.
Ndensi say and some people them we get for go this year's festival say they will enjoy the fullest from this festival for the society. For Radio Democracy, Mina Afkejana, the report.
The program Good Morning Salon, and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. As we mentioned earlier, say inside the program today, we go look at some of the measures them way the security sector don't put in place for say people are safe during the festive season. And already inside the program, we don't join by with studio guests them when Edward Kamara, of course, from the Sierra Leone Police. Go say good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, 98.1. Good morning, listeners.
And Director Kaitonge from the Sierra Leone Safety Authority. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning, listeners. Come far from the mic.
Continue for the between the program Good Morning Salon. The continue inside the program. We take one other issue inside the program. So one flag bearer aspirant now the All People's Congress Party at the Macaulay don't call on APC flag bearer aspirant them for unite and work together for make the APC win the 2028 election. At the Macaulay talk this is one interview with the democracy. Also every day talk about in preparation for launch in campaign we get for happen Thursday December 18 now the Furabe field. At the Macaulay talk more inside this interview to Mange Mansage.
I don't come this studio once or twice can't talk about my aspirations for lead the All People's Congress and also for lead the APC.
And this launching way we talk about what's not the things that we don't put together?
There's a lot of things in place. Firstly, what I do was for go around na the western area, talk to community elders, talk to party elders, and talk to grassroots members, both the urban and rural area, and consult about my aspirations. I get very positive feedback from them. We don't give me the comfort for come out now and say they do an official launching of the Macaulay movement, where the movement where they drive me aspirations for the 2028 APC flag bearership. So we do this launch na the Furabe Community Field, Fly Street, Kennedy Street area on the 18th of December 2025 at 12 noon. A lot of things don't come in terms of organization. We don't bring one of the best villagers them for provide we a stage when our creeps. We don't invite leaders na the Furabe community, traditional leaders na the western area, members of the All People's Congress, and also the leaders of the All People's Congress. And when I talk about leaders, I talk about the national executive, I talk about the regional executive, I talk about the district executive, and I also talk about the constituency executives, the western area, and also extend invitation to the same structure na the.
Somebody will say this movement here na presidential ambition, not only limited na Freetown. So what you don't do for extend this one to other parts of the country?
I am starting with the one at Freetown. Obviously, now the western area we all live, and Freetown I get the largest population concentration. So I start now the western area. From the western area, on the 27th of December 2025, I did go and launch my movement na Port Loko. After that, into the new year, I did take up all over the country, because Freetown is not Sierra Leone, Port Loko is not Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is the entire geographic of the country. We get east, south, north, northwest, and western area. So I get for go now all 9 sides a day, because I get structures in all of those places. I get coordinators in all of those places where they coordinate the activities.
Somebody would say this launching we organize other people we then they into the race. What's in the relationship with them? You go invite them?
I get a very good relationship with all the other flag bearers in this race. They take me time. I visited quite a lot of them and personally handed over the invitation to them. Some more they in country, I talk to them, they say they go send a team for come and support. So I am well pleased that even my own opponent in this race tell me say, Adi, what you do good do now for Bayfield? Now APC business, because you don't invite to APC, and APC business now we all business. So some say they will come and attend personally, some not there, but they say they will mobilize their new members for go and give me support. So I am quite pleased with that.
Okay, so why Furabe Field specifically?
Furabe Field now one place where I play football was small. Now they are grow up.
Waiting from all you movement them, you go on a different side, you don't weigh your chances. So take chances for win this flag bearer.
My chances are quite good based on the feedback and responses. And what we do is we campaign they do what I can call focus group surveys. We send feelers them out, send people in our various communities, go in, discuss about the politics, and try for look at the various candidates and way the APC we dey contest for the APC flag bearership, and many of the people we dey discuss go always mention me amongst the people that we dem feel say go good for the party and win the election and go good for the country. Obviously, we're in the festive period and we're all for in the festive mood. And political campaigns for me, they are moments where people for enjoy themselves, not to forgo fete. My lunch is going to be a love fest, an Adi fest. It's a festival, not only a political festival, but also a social festival, which is why I dey bring in some of the biggest hitters in the music industry in Sierra Leone. You get boss like Innocent, we will come in and entertain. We get boss LJ, we will come in and entertain. We get Eddie King, we get P2 and many others, including comedy stints where one or two people will come.
That now one flag bearer aspirant now the All People's Congress Party at the Macaulay. They talk to Mange Masari said that interview say call on APC flag bearer aspirant them for unite and work together for make the APC party win the 2028 general election. The program na Good Morning Salon, as we mentioned earlier, is at the program today. We look at the safety protocols and guidelines them where the Salon Road Safety Authority and the Salon Police don't put together for the festive season. And for talk on the issues, and they we already don't join at the studio Augustine Kaitunge, we're the Director of Road Safety Enforcement at the Salon Road Safety Authority. Once more, good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, good morning, thank you.
And Chief Inspector Edward Kamara, Information Officer, Traffic Directorate, Salon Police. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Good morning. 98.1 and good morning, listeners. Thank you.
Well, every year, both the Salon Police and the Salon Road Safety Authority can come together and put protocol guidelines them, safety measures them for people during the festive season. Right now, some of the protocols and guidelines they also way they don't put for this year festive season. Make we get the two gentlemen there now the studio. I'll start with you, Augustine Kaitunge, now the Director of Safety, now the Salon Road Safety Authority. Before we can look at the protocols and of course guidelines the more don't put together in a way of updates, which is so far on the happen the Sierra Leone Safety Authority.
Of course, the Sierra Leone Safety Authority was established by law in 1996 as actually Sierra Leone Road Transport Authority, and like I can always say, government and the force from Sierra Leone Road Transport Authority. So when you do road transportation, more or less they concentrate on people that are already on board the transport. So now vehicle more you focus on. But when you go safety, you look at the passengers who are on board the vehicles then, and how you go guide them, they will really protect them. So because we don't go through that kind of trajectory, that kind of new thing, we don't focus on only the vehicle.
Our O2 US study making also everything. The money
agency, we
now with
several
how about people
and we also work with primary stakeholders then, starting from the Sierra Leone Police, who will complement the effort in traffic duties and the Sierra Leone Safety Authority. For more ensure we promote road safety, because basically road safety is a very critical activity which entails several components such as education, collaboration, partnership, enforcement, engineering. So all of that here also will be done. For more active and pass with for actually create the space where we will enhance you for more to the police, drivers, senior, civil society, the media, so I will be able to succeed. So for this first season, it comes to quite a good number of things there as an update with Sierra Leone Safety Authority don't put in place. We don't sign the...
We can look at the measures and they will not put in place. But going back, the few months or few weeks back, we see the Sierra Leone Safety Authority, the Executive Director, together with the Sierra Leone Police, they be in a street side, they remove unwanted vehicles them. Waiting bring about that idea they for remove unwanted vehicles them from the major streets in Africa.
What it called that idea now, because we see the need, say, the street be litters with unnecessary vehicles then we don't need for the abandoned vehicles the way they make movement for other commuters then are very difficult. the street begets a lot of illegal garages, and the garages steady. Now we dey regulate alongside city council for more ensure say each and everybody wey dey operate garage in this country for able for register that garage, because when you register, you go to we get requirements to look for before they actually register a garage for me operate. But when you go on a street, you just create garage. When like they make keke, they speed well, get the tendency for predator. I believe it's a little safety authority will be for me that happen. So for more achieve that, we get for actually work closely with the Sierra Leone police, like I initially say, they complement the effort in traffic duties. For me, we see how we will actually develop an ops order, and I want to make this very clear that it's unique. This one way we do this year, in the sense, for the very first time in the history of the Sierra Leone Safety Authority, we will work with the Sierra Leone police when our key primary stakeholders them for more develop one operational order. With that operational order, get a code that take responsibility for your safety as far as we are in this season. And you get a lot of components under. For instance, you get for manage speed, you get for avoid distracted driving, where you go in a phone, you dey receive call, you dey make call, you dey drive. So these are all things where they distract you while you dey drive. And if you're able to take that kind of responsibility for me, ensure say you drive different of actually doing all of those activities. And I also talk to the passengers that when you do a motor car, you get for speak up. You get for speak out in the sense when they overload you, that motor car get accident. The passenger they die more than the driver because the driver 91. So when the driver not they drive to the way one of you say it could be of road safety best practice. When I need for speak out, from one I tell and say no, you need not to and should not do this. So we liaise with the Sierra Leone police, like I say, and the IGP welcome the ops order. They actually guide the process alongside the executive director, when Mr. James Bajibio, where they take a lead. So we design that ops order. We look at the situation because we are in the festivity now, and this is not the time when a lot of things
is it that's part of the festive operations?
Of course, it's part of the festive operation, quite different from the normal operations that will be done they carry. This one we just do because there is need for us to actually stretch out and more ensure say most of the things that they make people already can even come for this festivity who they are. Maybe they get a kind of thought of here and
we can look at more of the measures here. The program in Kaitonge from the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority. The program you still listen to now. Good morning, Salone. We come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. In case you just tune in, we talk to authorities them from the road sector and traffic for look at what they don't put in place during this festive season for reduce accidents and traffic. I come to the Chief Inspector Edward Kamara, Information Officer, Traffic Directorate, Salone Police. Good morning once more and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salone.
Good morning again. Thank you for having me.
Let's look at Salone Police inputs in all of these operations where Kaitonge just don't explain in terms of what they put in place for support or the role they play in terms of clearing the road and also putting modalities in place for reduce accidents and congestion.
Yeah, thank you very much. Once again, added to your introduction, Mina Edward K. Kamara, Edward Koso Kamara. I'm an Information Officer and Traffic Secretariat. So, the Sierra Leone Police, as a very responsible institution, where they operate within the ambit of the law, as provided by the Constitution of Sierra Leone 1991, Act Number 6 of 1991, that there should be a police force way for look at preserving the internal peace. So last year, let's just give a brief background. Last year, December, festive season, we realized that at the directorate, where they collate with statistics, that we get a slight crashes will resulted to fatalities. So when we come back, we look see as an institution modalities for be put in place, and all directorates then been charged them with the responsibility for go and do a plan work. So for we specifically at the traffic directorate, we will look at the issues them we actually now then they contribute to crashes because of the previous statistics we've been somehow alarming. So we sit down and work on the plan work for each directorate in the SLP. So for we at the traffic, we look and say overloading of vehicles, driving unlicensed and unregistered vehicles, which is contrary to the Road Traffic Act 2007, Act number 5 of 2007. So, and the use of artificial decorations. So then and then have been the 3 thematic areas we take as a target, so that we can see that we reduce the crashes on the road will be recorded previously. So now that will be looked at, and now we work on throughout 2025 as I speak.
This strategy, what are some of the strategies we don't put in place for this festive season for stop that fatality where we have been assessed in the last review?
Yeah. So now management just few days back or last week or so been pulled a press release, a press statement. That is the management of the Sierra Leone Police. That's how the police get for look at the safety of people who they come for can enjoy the festive seasons, and there were statements that are put out by the management of the Sierra Leone Police. That is looking at one, when you drive a vehicle, we know to the purpose that we register this vehicle is an offense, and we take and say when you are arrested, that vehicle you go face a full penalty of the law. Then driving unlicensed and unregistered vehicle also an offense contrary to the Road Traffic Act section 77 subsection 1, now an offense. So all them things they now put together for CC who officers then go out robustly for police this festive season.
Let's look at the monitoring aspect of it, because some of them things also you don't talk. Most times can happen during the night, especially when a festive season. You go see people drive vehicle when not get number plates, and you go see somebody they drive a vehicle where the individual of that person they not get license. So you talk about say una get for day in the street for ensure say some of the measures that's one don't take effect. How will they monitor even at night for say some of them things here also not happen?
Well, as usual, we're not to the first time. As I've been saying, the management of the Sierra Leone Police put a press statement, and the IGP, within wisdom, don't deploy strategic commanders from the level of an AIG to ACP or to CP, that's Commissioner of Police, for they and give leadership to man them with the man the checkpoints at night. So they don't deploy them both for the Freetown West and Freetown East. Strategic commanders. So they do it personnel, and checkpoints are being manned every now and then for CC with the check drivers and see how far then they enjoy themselves within the ambit of the law.
Okay. Deploying personnel them as the street now one, and also creating checkpoints them another thing.
Yeah.
But at night, when you pass through them checkpoints them day, you see vehicles them will not register. Now personnel then allow them for pass through the checkpoints them. So again, in terms of the mindset of our personnel them for CC, they're able to go by the rules and regulations the one that don't put in place for the safety of people them.
So well, in responding to your allegation, well, we not get that reported for say personnel. No, well, I say we not get it. We not get sure reported, because if that happen, I'm sure the one that we did another checkpoint, the commander with the in charge, then go take responsibility. For see an unlicensed and unregistered vehicle flout or pass a checkpoint without being intercepted, I think see na a slap and will not get that reported, and the personnel will wait at that time, they will be held accountable.
The program Good Morning Salute the Country from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. Continuing for stay with me inside the program. When we come back, we look at measures that we don't put in place together with the Salone Road Safety Authority for reduced accident and other congestions that we can happen during festive season. In Edward Kamara, the Information Officer, Traffic Directorate, Chief Inspector Edward Kamara, and the Salone Police. Continue for stay with me, come to you shortly after this break.
Union Trust Bank Day for you. This December, get ready for smooth, fast and reliable money transfer service like never before. Union Trust Bank, we proud for telling us now we first begin for the Western Union money transfer service now Salone. And now we set the do MoneyGram, RIA and BNB all under one trusted roof. This is the Union Trust Bank December Christmas promotion. Yes, December Christmas promotion. From the 1st to the 31st December 2025, for any money where you receive, now we have Street and Sanders Street branch, you stand chance for win plenty fine prizes them and gifts them this holiday season. Gifts them where you can use for family, you party, or loved one. And set, when you transfer with Union Trust Bank, you will get excellent rates. Yes, we will give you fine rates. So what do you wait for? This holiday season, choose convenience, choose speed, choose the pioneers. Choose Union Trust Bank Money Transfer Service. UTV, the better bank, where they all sign us alone. The money is safe and you don't need for what.
See how we last camp on this farming business. Now in no more they make profits. It's all like na debully gets where they work for.
But blopper you comping. But that's not fine pan business.
But that's for waiting. I don't know why we don't tape on this business. No, they get better. And we just come they shine like a woolly.
That's go. If they do well, but you not feel say me sister them. Not so debully I get so that the way I they manage me profit after I don't sell me farm markets. Now I make una they see me at the shine by this farm business so.
Boss here, you get this fine secret, you not tell we you sister them.
Now I they try for tell una so. Where I don't sell me farm thing them. I know they spend like how una they spend. Look you musu. Now new ladies bag you come out buy so. You they trust for buy any new clothes we come out. All time una they spend pass how una they make them. Me now, I they save. I they cut me cut according to my size. For LP and this, now make local commercial bank with in partner them. They don't start this financial and digital literacy campaign for farming community them, where they help you for manage your budgets, learn you how for trust, and plenty other awareness there. We go make your business grow more and more. Save today for you tomorrow and buy.
This message they come out from Wokel Commercial Bank and UNCDF in partnership with Government of Sierra Leone with funding from European Union.
The program Good Morning Salute they continue country from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, and as we mentioned inside one power headline stories them after one operation with the Salone Road Safety Authority and police do now the east of Freetown na Kleintown. People like this cross the risk concern say since then divert struck them now then community they know they get access again for able work out dead body or sick people in this community. Well, Radio Democracy, we need that the community put this report together. Last week, the Salone Road Safety Authority, Salone Police, and other authorities then being engaged in an operation for clear the Frobe Road to Kleintown. And after this operation, they been divert all the containers them with go Wataki to Race Cross, na Kleintown. Just week after this diversion, community people, drivers, and business people na Race Cross, Kleintown, don't they raise concern? We make Radio Democracy come na this community. Forget the concern of the people them.
Me a community activist. Now this Riscos Clinton community.
Okay, what's in your concern?
We concern now for the security of the community. And before this will not be get no problem. We manage to go ups and down. But with the diversion of the heavy duty vehicles, shall we don't come now. Wherever they do double parking, then they park at the center of the road. So they park at the other side. So it's very difficult for even school picking them for passing between. The risk is so great because the tendency they say when school picking them forced away, who side 2-3 vehicles don't park closer to themselves. Anything can happen. If any collision take place there, that picking is then we smash them to death.
It's very risky. Would they bet to Papa government? Let them go na other side because the community tight force. Then they go face country like that. We left for lost belly woman there. We left for lost people alive. Because one picking then 2 days on Friday, Natasha will get attack. For let them able transport and car and go corners, it not be easy now day.
What it mean cause the delay?
What's it because the delay? Because the picking don't get the attack, the picking one are disabled picking. Then 2, the trailer they don't park. So how they go able to play with snap picking the pass where they able to charge 2 bike there. So it will nearly be one lost snap picking there.
The trailer don't cause big problem within the community. Even passerby find it very difficult to get access. Even business stand still. School I say this place are because of Tuboku. A school in Dinaya. When trailer go now, no picking no going for course. Children have no access to go to school. Because of the trailer, they come out free. And this also pick that will go to school. No way. They will get about 1, 2, 3 up to 4 schools in this community. So when they have money, pass them being at the side of the road. Time take it for check, pass them pay, they can't accompany them. And if they continue for there, they go power, they get power to Kuboku.
This blunts happen all now during this diversion.
Not only this diversion, that causes problem. Because this diversion don't cause big problem. Yesterday about 2 days, 3 days ago, they for people in body now. Popo Begam.
Dead body now.
Yeah, Popo Begam. Because no access on the people for workers, for the pass for that. Passing the Popo, they go protect and say they go to Begam, which is very bad. We know what they say within the city. If they even at the province, but Popo will be inside city. Really, past this serious road, this encounter, this community. So they tell Papa government, may think of a better solution. And secondly, even within the company there, we get Boku company here, flour mills, meat factory. In the morning, around 8, 9, where they for good supply, no we know the.
As you don't get from community people, then concern and fear waiting in them. Since then divert them with Kaya and the challenge we don't face as community people. But apart from them people here, the Columbia Davis mortuary. Now one of the businesses them where they operate now the Race Cross Clinton community. I meet with one Wokumandi who tell me what thing they go through now as business since they do this diversion.
I'm a porter from Columbia Davis. Well, this traffic.
What's in a porter?
Porter. Now we take care of the demand. Well, the traffic they really affect you now this road here. Even when demand they come or they take demand out, the vehicle not able to come out or vehicle not able to inside. Except we pull the body from the vehicle, they will tow them from SafeCon, take out a down here. And we body they go back now the same. We pull inside the motor car, we go transfer the motor car, they come out circular road, can receive the body in a SafeCon, we the tow go put inside here, they go to. The vehicle they not able to come out, then other vehicle not able to come inside with cuffs, so we really strain.
How long would I don't begin experience this?
They don't pass 1 week now, we'll be on this issue.
So them motor car always pack na this compound so now then don't they?
Yes, and now then they not able to come on.
Radio Democracy continue for talk to people we get concerned for sake of this action what the Salone Road Safety Authority and the Salone Police take. Now we turn the mic to the drivers them and engage them on this.
Me na driver na client side I dey drive now attacking. Bra this it don't Monawi. Na not tell you like Monawi. Tikade doing Pakaba in own time. Now this new road and they pass frequency. But due to the congestion of the ports inside, the traffic will congest and then way for diverting now. Load motor car told 30 ton, 30 something ton, you can't expect them for pass now. In case they motor car really so they not get better break. In case he lost break, look at people and crowd now. What to problem in the cause. So we are with the big number of Papa governments. Them motor car they are, you know, fit here, let them left back no more at the new road. Let them talk to them. the Bolori manager and get the one whole issue, not to outside the issue. Because for go put down empty, will they take 3 hours complete, then tell you say space not for put empty. Then they cause the traffic.
Almost days you can take, almost hours you take for Canada ports load and left back.
Maybe if I come offline from that last week now, if they come offline, so they meet the traffic na check circle. So they take 1 day between 2 days before you go inside the ports.
As truck driver.
Yes. Maybe in a street they sleep. I don't sleep in a street too. When they go na news, let government can go ask Bolori manager because doing Skade, Zakon or Timber be the flow pass this one safe, but this congestion will not ever be. But the problem in inside the ports, not to outside from inside the ports.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm a driver from Wataki.
What exactly are you concerned?
The concern is too much. Waiting at the number one concern. Then we not get big ports. Then this one great port here will get past 10 company that day inside there. 10 company that day. They don't pull in at the highway. They can't win at this fearful road there. Any side truck they park inside Wataki. They pull with it. They sell give other people and they. Why we own now they count money in the country. Now they do everything in the country. This small port here. I must come in the day. I must come in the day.
You think say that they lead to the congestion?
Yes sir. Because Strade. We all the space that they do. When we driver there, would they go? Would they get side for park? So we know they block traffic. But now space no day. Right now pass you join traffic. That days here, 3 days complete. So German they can they beat we. Yes. Would they pass the traffic? Not to block traffic. Well, would they try for go inside? Traffic block from inside. They say space no day. So like I believe say this not to fear until they do we. That container they wait in the work out the motor car. Who say the mass break not so they in the go break. If the mass break here in the go break far side. So if the road in back you load every load. They say you for car pass here. In case to my one spring broke by you, the container go not to OC they go meet. So we just the big Papa government. I beg this not to right place for container, sir.
As you get from community people, the Columbia Davis mortuary and other businesses that may operate at the Clinton community, drivers, this is the current situation now crisscross Clinton community. Where them people are believe say if government not intervene for make this road or divert them Motkaya back and clear the bottleneck where they say then Wataki will make the traffic in cause life go likely loss na this community because most of them container are not able to run at this rough road from Race Cross, Clinton, east of Freeton. For Radio Democracy, Musa Kamara, the reports.
Mary's boy child, Jesus Christ was born on Christmas Day. Bonanza. Well, Palestinian Computer Shop don't bring come in Christmas sales bonanza. If you made a thing for buy, you smartphone the like iPhone 17 Pro Max, Samsungs, and smart TVs them back for sale. But in that, not so in done so. Palestino get computers them like Dell, HP, and Lenovo computers. Palestino get printers, it get musical sets them, it get the Sharp and Roach ACs them, all for sale. Rush now and go get your own. Now Palestino Computer Shop, where they are number 5 and 6 Gloucester Street. Or you can call their number 077-805-898, 076-565-432, 078-997-999. Palestino Computer Shop, they wish you Merry Christmas and a happy 2026.
Start SL, they're ready for the 2026 population and housing census. But before they begin, they go do cartographic mapping now all the districts them, chiefdom and section, town and village them that's alone from October 2025 so to 2026. What's in a cartographic mapping? Now for map all the hosts them and do one quick host or population count and place them where people can live so they go able to count everybody correct. What you make them they do them now? This is the plan before the big census for make sure say all things set. Wetin you for do? Help the mapper them, show them the host them, and answer small question them of almost people and they na one host. Who's can question them then go ask? They go ask about the building, household, and almost people and they na every host. No need for worry. All data whether they collect go be secret. They not go ask you for your name or show you face any side. You go know the mapper them easy one. Then go wear Start SL t-shirts, cap, ID card, and self go get letter of introduction. This na for benefit we all. Good data go help bring school, road, clinic, and other development to we community. So when you see the mapper them, talk to them. Make we all join on for make Mama Salon better.
Make sure say them come to you. Me papa send me money through MoneyGram. I go collect on a PC foreign exchange bureau and the process be smooth. They even give me one fine party product as bonus. I love it bad.
I receive 22,000 millions from my brother where they oversee and where I go now one bank PC and Sons location them for pick me money. I receive 1% bonus cash from the money where I pick up. Baba, this not double celebration for me this Christmas.
Yes, this festive season. Get 1% cash back on your transaction when you collect $1,000 and more from any PC foreign exchange bureau outlets. Enjoy a range of party products as reward for when you receive any amount of money. Now we outlet them. Oh yes, when I put gladness back now you earn. Visit we shop them for receive money from big money service them like Western Union, MoneyGram, RIA, and Boku other one them. PC Foreign Exchange Bureau decide who say all the transaction they give you joy, cashbacks, and fine reward them. Visit any PC and Sons location today and experience the magic of the season. Happy holiday from PC Foreign Exchange Bureau.
The program na Good Morning Salon and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM, and we will bring today edition of the program in name na Adeyemi Jackson.
Musa Kamara na name.
Come over to we studio guest them. I start with you, Augustine Kaitunge, we Director of Safety Enforcement at the Salongo Safety Authority. You don't listen to the concerns them from people na the risk along the Race Cross area na East End. Which now you take on their concerns there also from the Salongo Safety Authority?
Of course, I want for also thank the Radio Democracy staff we go down for me actually able for interview quite a good number of affected people in that community. This now issue way like we the two drivers who na last actually talk to and when I get the responses that they emanate from the key way for 3 consecutive days. People them even not only key beyond Frobe route, take Kana Eastern Police. There no movement not be there in terms of vehicular movement. So you go run for imagine say people doing the resident at the areas and they are stranded, they are stuck in traffic. So basically because it happened, the IG became very concerned. The executive director of Salongo Safety Authority became very concerned. So what we did, we go down at the key, we go try for actually get a conversation with the management of the various companies within the key, because just like the drivers they tell now, they will get space previously. We say that they go park, we go you park. If you import, you can't bring from Utai or other areas. They just go, they go through the process and you go. If they load container, they just come out say you park, you come up. But of recent time, the system change because the who said they will park. I think say some development will take place then at the key. So there was this decision for me almost Kana Road. And when the Kana Road, you know, go imagine, we are not involved initially into this. They all come park, when motor carry come just after up go now. No road not be they take go na Frobe Road. So like I say, the IG was very concerned. The ED of SLISA was very concerned. So we go na the key. We will get a meeting with them. Our aim was to just meet with them. We know what is the problem and how we will actually profile remedy from how we solve the issue temporarily. So when we go down there, I haven't got a very wider conversation with the people that way they operate at the key and the community people them. We try for actually temporarily survey the situation in the sense that them would carry the trucks that they park there, like we rightly say, we carry them starting from Ferry Junction. From Ferry Junction, take Can Shell, you dey park one way. If na me I pull outside you come, you can't actually park in that place. And when there is need for me to call you, you will go down at the key rather than when the obi don't go congest for being client town, and it be very, very terrible for other commuters than at that particular community. So IG in his wisdom and the executive director begin for count that temporary measure they for money they ensure say we pack the day and we call them how the need arise for me you go down at the key. So when we don't do that, we say also say it also cause traffic because most of this country are just two they go to the car. So the moment you allow one vehicle park one way, there's going to be obstruction to traffic, to be very honest. So when we don't do that, we say also the IG move, it come after we don't get very intense operation on that day. We will go Taylor Street, we go na Old Road because we want for create total fear for people the way they live. There is a street where they call Taylor Street, where me come free that street, not carry work out Taylor Street for go bus Old Road. People they go make a garage, they get makeshift structures the way they put it. So the IG leader operation of the ED will go get down all of the vehicles that they will to them, the makeshift structure, they will put everything down. So from there we say, okay, we see how we will reorganize the haulage drivers, the heavy duty drivers them. So we also look at and say, yes, we don't do a measures, whether measures we don't start from Ferry Junction, and the problem is still there. So we say, okay, now we do a cut-off point from Elena Junction. So any motor car from Shell, they park you, when you want, they call you from where you go down. Now the key, will they divert you? There's a road by Use Shakadas Day. We use for make a bus for a junction. Also for me, just avoid the main road. We in the morning you see the traffic volume they increase there.
So Mr. Katonge, the concern that then truck the road not good. You get so many rough cliffs and potholes and jam tar. So then the thinker say if motor link then bolts come out. It just the container just the forum per hosting and the road side.
Of course, we say don't go watch that diversion we be doing for me we ensure say we salvage the situation. But when they don't express their concern that we say don't go, we don't see the nature of the road. Now we don't ensure say deployment day from Elena. When you come they call you, it's not like when they go at random. Deployment day from Elena and the whole cartel na tight. So when you can whether if you can container for me you actually go import mineral, we they call you, we they regulate you, we they guide the process for me you go down at the kira that everybody go.
But the diversion still happen.
No, the diversion not happen.
No, the diversion they happen.
The diversion we don't stop and that is why that is
at
this morning na they pass now yesterday they leave.
Now when they stop the diversion.
The diversion we don't stop her from yesterday because we say there was serious concern expressed by also the ITO when the indigenous transport owners where they actually move with their trucks the way they mention so what basically we don't do
back and watch
no I don't watch this morning.
Don't monitor the spaces till yesterday.
I don't watch this morning where they pass yesterday when we don't take that decision they don't do deployment the traffic don't move now. Previously in Arena be stopped with the divert. Now if you go up there as I'm talking now, you go up there, you see all of that trucks onto what they say Ferry Junction. You see all of that trucks and they don't come. Ferry Junction is stopping points now. We don't create more so from when we just stop that diversion. Rather we allow all of them go cluster na the key. Because when they cluster na the key, nobody the way they live for we are say when they cluster na the key, nobody they use for road. Even as they did at Ferry Junction, there is traffic when they come on at the east end. That I not go actually dispute to you. But now that way they will regulate the process for more ensure say we will look for more alternative ideas then we will all go come together with ITA we will implement for more service this situation.
We will continue to monitor the situation now.
Okay.
Race cross. But apart from race cross, what are the other modalities them way SLRSA they work with Salone Police for the congest traffic, whether in Freetown or na the provinces, especially the side them way with Kakin Park na the highway?
Of course, that is why I start my conversation for telling us say we don't develop an ops order with the police. We don't also sign a memorandum of understanding with the ASLA for the use of their engineering equipment because we get the heavy duty tow trucks, but not enough. ASLA get Boku, so we don't sign MOU with them. For more we ensure say we actually clear the street. So basically, we not say when this season don't cancel. Even you when they talk to me, Usman, sometimes you go and go on a beach. But I tell you the modality they will don't put in place in a beach. The IGP very personally for me ensure say the beach We not do like how they do previous festive season. We man they go park in the street. No, we go for actually regulator very well, and we don't do all what it takes for more ensure say we not allow vehicle to litter in the street, na the beach this time round. What we don't do? The IGP take a whole structure from the DIG and all the commanders. The executive directors of Sierra Leone Safety Authority, Mr. James Baji Bill, they take a whole structure from the deputy executive director, my humble self speaking here. We go to the beach. We go do an assessment of alternative space the way they get. We use that space today. We make people not go park in the street at random, like it happen. So we go 6 places we will identify as I'm talking now. We get this space where they call car wash. We say they're lonely secular road drivers that they run. Yeah, what we basically we don't do, we don't actually try for manage the time where they off. By 6:37, you need to get much of the vehicles the way they can inside. That are one space we don't identify. For more ensure say it will be a parking lot, parking space. For instance, somebody want for go na chapter 1, and most times when chapter 1 get the thing the way they can do, there has always been traffic. You go park there, you can't chapter 1. We don't also identify another place where they go Jigimote. Space there, but the space bushy. The ED in his wisdom and the IGP, they don't actually work assiduously and work for thank the gentle group of companies for where they can we 8 for ensure say this space there as they talk so now today na net. They start from where they do bush clearing. Side by family kingdom where they go up in the CCS, you get one long structure there, and there's a very massive space there. We don't also able to interface with them. We don't go speak to them. We don't tell them, say, but tentatively just give you that place so that we will get the place cleared. And we're not the only clear day. We don't also try for talk to somebody we get for go fix solar system there, solar lights them. So that when they park that vehicle, you want to go to the beach, you don't need to go park na lay by. We say possible car worker. You dey go park there. We don't do a very proactive deployment there with the AIG West. Yesterday, Mr. Kruma, Sylvester Kruma, we don't put all necessary measures in place. Papa Clef and other side them. Where the bulldozer get for good this morning on a net, make it clear day. We fix the solar lights at the place so that we go ensure say on Christmas Day, if you wait they talk to me, Mr. Remy, you go na beach. No go park na street. We will get that vehicle too, and you have a prescribed fee you pay. But if you go park na CSC na that space, and when you park, you get officers the way they get for day, where they will ensure say that vehicle is guided thoroughly. And when you come, you get also prescribed fee where they pay to the authority. You understand? Where they will be receipt in return. Also for may you understand say your money is not being nobody not get for line in your pocket to your money, but they go na the consolidated form. So we ensure say this particular FCC we are not only concentrating that the highway management unit where SLISA don't form. Now my 91. The engineering equipment that we don't get from the community. We also ensure so we do an extension for ensure say you know go if you must don't develop technical malfunction. You park on a street. We don't lose quite a good number of Salunians as a result of that. Okay. So they go climb, can go na the 91 side where they use as a springboard for more than Makeni Mashakaru, so that we reduce that issue of just reckless parking what people can do, whereas Salunians they can run into the vehicle they lost their life.
Continue for the program in name Augustine Kaitunge and Inner Director Road Safety Enforcement and the Sierra Leone Safety Authority. Come over to you, Chief Inspector Edward Kamara, Information Officer Traffic Directorate SLP. One of our mandates now for control traffic. Na the central business district or na major streets and a Freetown. You talk of you listen to Kaitunge from SLRA say that one of the measures one of the reasons we make them take that measure they now for ensure say they reduce the free flow or reduce traffic congestion at that part of the country. Again, when they take the decision for say divert vehicles them that side and they take into consideration some of the factors them like the roads and other things them where them people also don't raise concern of, because as of now the workers in Columbia Davis say they're not able to remove body them from the funeral home to come to the vehicle or less than 2 times and come with na safe con.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think for answer your question is yes, there were consultations we will be not make, as Mr. Kaitunge rightly say. The IGP and the Director of Traffic Commissioner of Police, Mr. Mojwe, and stakeholders in the traffic secretariat, we meet with the management, exactly as Mr. Kaitungi don't talk, so that we will look at the issues approaching the festive season. Because where you come, where you been come, if you left the west for going to the east, probably you don't off or you try for go home. It is very unfortunate and unbearable for the citizens how they suffer in traffic. Because if you could not imagine it is 3 hours, 4 hours, so until you reach now us 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, they get for can work the other day. So you'd imagine what that will lead to. So because of the constraints here, now make the IGP and Executive Management Board of the Salon Police, in collaboration with partners like the Road Safety Corps, as Mr. Kaitungi don't say, we decide for using the utilitarian method, so that we go do this good for the wider majority, or for the the populace.
When you talk about utilitarian method, what does that mean?
So that we involve the wider people with the suffer on traffic. We consider the one the majority, in essence, the majority.
So we see the police can mount checkpoints at night and also na the highways. But one practice where people don't ask what is the reason for when you reach then checkpoints, especially if you do into commercial vehicle or you do into commercial motor, they can put you on the door for waka, you pass, then you go load before. What is the essence of some of these things?
Well, the shots mostly, then the shots.
No, they search you. Then just they can do waka go before you go claim na the motor.
So because we take into consideration more of the vehicle, it's probably na the luggages and all that, and then go be shot for detect things and where they try.
But why they put people in where they say private motor for work or even search them? They only search you where they say commercial motor.
Well, most of them I don't think say that they be so like.
No, that's why they be.
Well,
I mean, I don't experience now mile 38 and other major checkpoints then.
Mm-hmm. No, then it's very, if at all what it is, so if not so be, then it's very unfortunate, because you as the law enforcer, you get for very assertive, and there is no need, if at all you get reasonable grounds to say this individual, no matter your status, it should be searched. Okay. So it will be assertive.
Okay, this one from Jibril Said Dumbe on our Facebook. He said police asking people to drop off vehicles, searching bags, wallet, purse, and even asking people to remove things from their pockets at Lumley police station checkpoint. Are these actions actually legal or justifiable? Are they supposed to be searching people or vehicles? Somebody they ask.
Well, when there is reasonable ground, the word is reasonable grounds for the officer at that point, material in time, or say if you conduct short chats, it should be done.
What's another do about drunk driving in festive season?
It's an offense. It's an offense. On the regulation of the Road Traffic Act 2007, Act number 6, Section 77. It's an offense.
So, the police get any modalities this festive season for detect or stop them?
Yes.
Okay.
Just in February, we dynamic director of traffic, we don't distribute fertilizers.
Okay.
To all details in the western area, down at the division of traffic officers.
Okay.
All of them were distributed with fertilizers, where they're supposed to use for detect people and where they drink.
Continue for stay with. We'll come back. We'll look at some of the modalities where the Salon Road Safety Authority and police don't put in place for reduce congestions and also reduce accidents this festive season. You will listen to Chief Inspector Edward Kamara, Information Officer, Traffic Directorate, Salon Police. The program Good Morning Salon, they continue.
And inside the program, they take one power headline story. Then we say some time back, the Anti-Corruption Commission be charged the first executive director, Dr. Sarah Bendu, and in procurement manager, Victor Labor. Now the Sierra Leone Safety Authority for different offense there when misappropriation of public funds, conspiracy to commit or corruption offense, and other one them. Also, one High Court Judge, Justice Cosmotina Jarrett, to ask the first-term executive director at the Sierra Leone Safety Authority, Dr. Sarah Bendu, and in first-term procurement manager Victor Labor for pay 420,000 loans or then go jail for 3 years each. But for more on this, make we join reporter Theodora Arena.
One High Court Judge, Justice Cosmotina Jarrett, don ask the first-time executive director of the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, Dr. Sarah Bendu, and in first-time procurement manager Victor Labor for pay 420,000 loans or then go 3 years jail each for where the court been found them guilty say they may involve and corruption with public couple, conspiracy to commit an offense. Women say they may join and for do this crime, failure to comply with procurement. Women say they not been agree for do waiting the procurement regulations say and other one them. Where if they give in ruling, the High Court Judge Justice Cosmotina Jarrett say out of the 420,000 loans we then two convict here for pay. Now that Dr. Sarah Bendu for pay 240,000 loans as the judge been find them guilty for all the 8 count charge them, and Victor Labor when are the first-time procurement manager of the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority for pay 180,000 loans where they may find them guilty for 6 count charge them, and the judge been saying so ask them for pay 697,245,560 loans 90 cents each when are 1/3 of the money where them take from the government of Salone, and then for pay this money 6 months from the day where the judge give the judgment. The judge Justice Cosmotina Jarrett may end up say then 2 people here not for all public office for 3 years from March 2023 to March 2026. As all this they be, Justice Mark Gibbon and High Court and Freetown don sentence one Nake Vande for go 12 year jail after the court found am guilty for unlawful possession of drugs. Nake Vande be the Tinapa court for answer to unlawful possession of drugs, contrary to Section 8A of the National Drugs Control Act of 2008. According to the indictments at that August 25, 2024, in Abo District, police been catch out 500 grams of kush without lawful authority. The convict been plead guilty of the offense. Justice Mark Geba been sentenced and forgo 12 year jail. Now the main correction center na Freetown. For Radio Democracy, me na Federal the report.
Well, from that report, they will continue for look at more issues. We go inside the U.S. government Tuesday, December 16 this year, don't announce permanent ban for saloon citizens starting January 1, 2026, not for enter the United States again. This is according to release we come out White House. I look inside this issue and put this report together.
Inside one release we come out White House, Washington, USA, December 16 this year, show say Donald Trump don't put permanent ban on saloon citizens not for enter the United States beginning January 1, 2026. According to the release, the ban come after we don't look inside one report we get for do with security counter-terrorism objective of the United States. Make they don't add 7 more countries to the US permanent visa ban, and then country ana Burkina Faso, Laos, Mali, Niger, Salone, South Sudan, and Syria. In Medisia, the US government been put visa restriction on Salone people who want go to the United States. And early December this year, the US government again put Salone people who get green card under review and tap the process of Salone people who want for be US citizen. All this don't get impact on Salone people who want go to the US for medical checkup, exchange program, study, and meet family member them at the US. As all this they be, people don't criticize government for where they set modes, no they talk nothing but this issue.
And because for them they travel, it's okay. These are the problem at this country. Anything they affect the political class, usually it's not a big problem because they can go. But once it begin to affect the political class, then perhaps they will begin to take it seriously. I feel like that's why we haven't seen too much robust efforts into really making this thing sorted out.
That's Namulku Bangura, international development business consultant. They talk about what in makeup of government to respond on the US visa restriction to Salone. Salone people still wait for a read from government on them position for sake of the permanent ban where US don't place on Salone citizen not for enter the United States starting January 1, 2026. For Radio Democracy, Musa Kamara, the reports.
The program Good Morning Salone, they continue. Inside the program, we look at another issue. Inside the president for the ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Omar Ali Toure, say ECOWAS don't want the first time Gambian president Yahya Jammeh not for put on for any activity we go and peace and security in Gambia. Dr. Omar Toure talk this way. He be read the communique where them pull inside the 68 ECOWAS ordinary session where they all na Abuja. Usai then talk on peace and security in the region. Well, for more on this, Meko John Yenokabia.
Regional security and the issue of collective security and the fight against terrorism, special debates by the future and funding of ECOWAS, democracy, good governance and the annual report of ECOWAS. Now some of the main topics then when member states them being discussed during the 86th ordinary session of ECOWAS. One important thing, we leader them be put plenty focus on this session. Now the plenty military coup will only happen across Africa. We then say, don't let's get in peace, stability and democracy now the West Africa region. We in the talk on behalf of the Special Representative of the United Nations Secretary General for West Africa and the Sahel, Dr. James Haji, been talk about the work we in say ECOWAS don't do for peace, security and democratic governance na the region.
The United Nations strongly condemns this attempt to seize power by force, which constitutes a serious threat to the stability of the country and the region, and a violation of fundamental principles of the Constitution and the rule of law. The United Nations commends the ECOWAS Authority of Heads of State for its leadership in efforts to ensure peace, stability and development in member states, particularly through respect for the constitutional order and the strengthening of democracy.
The Commissioner for Political Affairs, Peace and Security in the African Union, Ambassador Bankole Adeye, been talk about how ECOWAS don't defend constitutional order and democratic rule across the West Africa region.
Chair of the authority, of overriding importance is that the African Union commends ECOWAS for its firm and principled posture in the defense of constitutional democracy, electoral integrity, the rule of law, and regional security and development. ECOWAS has been consistent and has steadily demonstrated resolute leadership in responding decisively to terrorism, democratic regression, and unconstitutional changes of government in West Africa.
The president of the ECOWAS Commission, Dr. Omar Toure, say the behavior of the former president in Gambia, Yahya Jammeh, now one way in say they among the peace of that country day.
The authority notes with serious concern the pronouncement by Yahya Jammeh, former president of the Gambia, that former president moves from exile in Equatorial Guinea. The authority feels that those pronouncements not only constitute a breach of conditions of asylum, but also threatens peace and security as well as social cohesion in the Gambia. The authority deplores attempts by Yahya Jammeh, former president of the Gambia, to disturb the peace and security of the Gambia, and warns former president that there will be consequences for breaching the conditions of his asylum in Equatorial Guinea and for interfering with the peace and security of the Gambia.
In same so say the declaration wey ECOWAS, the African Union and the United Nations be make for make the former president left power and left the country. No mean say him go escape justice, but say him for answer to any crime wey they allege say him commits na that country dey.
The joint declaration of ECOWAS, African Union and the UN prior to former President Jammeh's departure from the Gambia does not in any manner absolve the former president from answering any allegations that may have been raised or made against him or against his government, allegations of human rights violations made against him or that may have happened during the period between 1994 and 2016.
Inside in talk, the chairman for the ECOWAS Authority of Head of State and Government, President Julius Maada Bio, been talk about some and they challenge them, where he say still a threat in peace and security na the region.
Terrorist networks continue to exploit fragility and attempt to expand their influence. Our response must therefore be united and uncompromising. Security is not only a military obligation, it is a human imperative, essential for protecting families, livelihoods, and the dignity of our citizens. We must strengthen collective action, integrated intelligence systems, coordinated border operations, and the operationalization of ECOWAS standby force for counter-terrorism. Our ministers of finance and defense are advancing modalities for sustainable financing and preparing to raise a 1,650 personnel counter-terrorism brigade by the end of 2026.
And continue for talk about how ECOWAS for work with partner them for make sure say them track all the bad thing them whether they among the peace and stability na the region.
As we advance these integration efforts, we also remain acutely aware that millions of our citizens continue to face displacement, food crises, flooding, and climate-related shocks. This humanitarian reality calls for deeper coordination with partners, stronger early warning systems, and better funded disaster risk management. Climate adaptation is essential to safeguard food security, protect livelihoods, and build resilient communities. Women and youth who carry both the burden and hope of our region must remain central for our humanitarian and climate strategies.
For address online challenge, President Pio say the region needs strong regional institutions them wey go able to protect democracy, maintain peace and give strength to security across West Africa.
Strong regional institutions are the backbone of our collective aspirations. Without effective institutions, security weakens, democracy falters, and economic integration stalls.
President Julius Maada Bio say ECOWAS go take strong action against any group of people wey go try for disturb the peace and security of the region, and self say ECOWAS don commit themselves for defend constitutional order and protect the people in the region. For Radio Democracy, Kabia the report.
We're trendy and youthful, where you'll be
lucky and small. Now imagine say the day where you born your pikin, you open UBA Kiddies bank account for him, and you begin save just 1,000 millions, no more, or any amount every month done with no pressure, no wahala, just 1,000 no more. Now let me fast forward and say you pikin don reach 13 years and you don ready for take NPSC exam. Don't remember say you be don dey save na UBA for your pikin in future one bye. Then you go check in UBA Kiddies account. Then boom, over 120,000 millions don dey with no big, no stress, just peace of mind. You don't empower your pikin, you don't secure in future, and you don't also make a dream come true. All this go happen when you choose UBA for open account for your pikin. With just 250 millions, you go able open UBA Kiddies account today. All what you need for open the Kiddies account na just the pikin in birth certificate, one passport picture, valid ID card, and you, the mama or papa in passport picture or driver's license. and back utility bill from the last 3 months. Maintain minimum balance of 250 millions and enjoy free withdrawal, monthly interest, mobile and online banking with no deposit limit, plus free SMS alert. So what do you wait for? Hurry now and one time open UBA Kiddies account for your pikin and make yourself use them for the save small one. Now UBA Kiddies account get. Because small gather today mean the big gladness tomorrow. UBA, Africa's global bank, one brand partnering for progress.
The program Good Morning Salon, they continue to come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We come to we studio guest them who come to Kaitungi. Now the program earlier you don't talk about the things that we don't put in place for reduced congestions and also that of traffic and accidents during this festive season. I earlier asked the police representative about the issue of drunk driving. Una self can get people on the streets. Una get any modalities una don't put in place for able to detect this in the area where say police know they.
Of course, yes. We don't actually work with brewery. They sell actually alcohol and they self very concerned and they get in their mind about it. They say the alcohol in this country. We don't try for actually interface. We don't get a lot of engagement. Then we through that they provide with t-shirts. They also actually give breathalyzers and we don't start the education because road safety for me able for succeeding and we get for doing concurrently with education and enforcement. So some man when you don't understand, but we get challenged with the use of drunk driving. We facing a lot too actually common now, just like who they cancel on the first season. Now we get for put pressure on now. But what actually now the challenge currently who they face with the police and the fact that we get drugs then our way a day in the use like the tramadol, the kush. We're not able to actually get it machine there for how they use. So based on that, we don't try for also work with the Federal Road Safety Corps Nigeria. We in our big brothers then when it comes to safety in West Africa. For make they see how we will get tongue scrapers. Because when you get tongue scrapers, somebody don't take kush, you can able for use and for determine the contents in system. And if now driver, you go able for tell and say, okay, you get for disembark from this vehicle first until see say you don't get some normalcy before you go drive this vehicle. Just like what they use for breath test for drink driving. So drink driving basically we don't actually divide we say into groups. Whatever groups are they, all the areas they all know say now possible area they will say people they go drink and drunk drive for this first season. We can forget deployment we'll discuss yesterday with the AIG West, Mr. Sylvester Kuma. And that is why the police don't show so much commitment in this. We get for see deployment now the beaches them way every day because we don't discover say even number 2 people like go inside, but when they say then New Year's Day there has always been traffic on that main road. So one for regulator that process this year. Okay. And normally now I don't go forget the heaviest deployment and we don't actually like I say identify areas them. We don't also interface with tourist board because what don't happen previously when they say Christmas Day, New Year's Day, Boxing Day, they see the mobile companies them. We really go do advertisement at the vehicle lay by them way government creates at the beach. We don't try for interface tourist board for more tell us say we are discouraging that this time around because that beach Usman people they park the 10-15 vehicles can park there. So we don't discourage that and we get a lot of other measures that we get for apply for more ensure say this year we regulate the beach in such a way that will not go allow that random parking where everybody they go park near the beach. That is why we don't create an alternative space system. Okay. We want for Mesa Leone as they move so that a vehicle will be safe and you safe at any time you come on a beach you can you go able for go. We don't even monitor the one that they go swim. There is a particular time we go for also we will stop. The police don't put their measures that they are in place. That when it is 5:30 we know they allow anybody for swim so that we will go encounter any accident when we say it's possible left our time they go report now police.
Okay, continue for the way to the program. Auguste Kaitungi, Director of Safety and Enforcement SLRC. Come over to your Chief Inspector Edward Kamara from the Sierra Leone Police. Again, now we look at the security measures that the Sierra Leone Police don't put in place for during this festive season. What are some of the measures that SLP don't put in place?
Well, of course, as I've been earlier say, the Sierra Leone Police is by the Constitution, is created by the Constitution, where we mandate now for be on top of the premise in internal security. So the security, of course, now we baby, and we have been there always during the test of time. So that aspect actually will be bedded on the management of the Sierra Leone Police, that the SLP media we now can't talk about security, but me specifically go limit me on talk on the traffic issues.
Okay. Yeah. Before we go for walkabout, how the Sierra Leone Police go ensure work for CCs, the measures they may una together with SLRC don't put in place, people will then go by their measures and this.
So as you don't do them again and again, now just continuous monitoring, robust continuous monitoring, we commanders then don't be deployed all over the place. The IGP within wisdom for put commanders in strategic areas so that they go able monitor. We man them with them in at the ground for do this work throughout this festive season.
Continue for the way to the program, Chief Inspector Edward Kamara, Information Officer, Traffic Directorate, Sierra Leone Police. Inside the program now, we go for the walkabout.
I say all of a sudden, I say qualification issue be something now na the PPSL party. From where they see, we cut out no more say ow, na koto dule, na no more qualify, and the one that they pull chest, the one team map. All the bribe city fact madam on top chef where they pull chest so position it no mix. Hey, I say after that one day I see release upon release, I see explanation upon explanation, bruh. I see all man just explain. Take na the airplane. But I say man is serious pandistino. I say that small lily talk where that boy talk. I say I say the game don't stretch. It don't stretch, man. I say fumble. I say no to secret. Say how the PPSL party. I say now any moment it don't sell you one side now. Oh yes, it don't sell you one side. I say na posting do me attention. Say what about it? Say with this lock where them be lock the madam on top. I say yes, so I say I hear that boy even the talk say how the people they open self. He don't know, but he been there where they open. Now I said this boy well. I said this boy so bad. And the person say what about he say all of a sudden he say you see. I say na brashenge the morning. I say rise na your office. Na your kurbati low. Na then drink tea together. I say politics deep mind. I say who da go believe? Sebula Lima bukan yakin just say yes himself don't can. He ready for this race waiting the be. But fumble, I say something the money me mind. I say just like how they talk about immigration issue. I said just like how they talk about how international relationship they under threat. I say the people them I say who about to I say who put in power. I say the brother now. I say you know say they hide the power. I say so. I surprise what she say. Bring them big done them. I say them deep and black. You are a firm argument. In fact, all madam regime pledging support. Look that junior Ibab no walking stick. Yes, he's saying they support that boy with apron. I say, Boduya, who da you switch Timothy bo? Who da you switch boss Timothy? I say, tell that boy like put his shoulder down small. I said that boy they cut his shoulder too much now. Just like when people in the head is refined for that look, that presidential look. But not to looks now. Looks will be not to help but win the long term. Now na action if na lie. At Jagaban. Me na Jona Buakabot.
The program La Good Morning Salon, they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy, 98.1 FM. I come over to the studio guest who not get better time anymore, but so I come to you, Auguste Kaitunge. What will be your round of statements so far?
Of course, as we don't put all of the measures that are in place, we want for appeal to Salinas the way they get for Guna Lonely Aberdeen Beach, for me to comply, and that is why we get forget actually a PA system. We get for the move round for tell people they say they park at random at the beach, but we get facility they will don't create for that. Also, I go on for me Salinas they understand say we get for reduce speed at this time because speed is one of the major factor for accidents, speed trees and speed kills. So when you speed, you can get fortunately you return people they are glad for you. This might can't quick, but it can kill you back. We're not going to actually reach a destination. Okay. And once from a passenger that they speak out. When you then a motor car, somebody don't overload you. You get right. That is why overloading not too common at the West End at accident. Because when the driver don't take 3, we one can say passenger it say no, this is not acceptable here. So what many Salinas they adopt this actually practices today where you go able for speak out because when they overload you and a motor car, if accident happen. Now the driver if you get for die 9-1, but in a boku na overload, una go die boku day. We also want for many people that take safety passionate. You will take responsibility for your own safety. Okay. So that when you drive, you avoid distracted driving, speed, talk on mobile phone, receive call. If you get call, you keep park properly at the near side of the road, you receive call. And make sure you tire, you're always correct because 30 kilometer speed. Now what many people they use now built up areas. Come on, they will Mashaka reduce the speed to 30 kilometer because there is possibility for me somebody cross before you. Not say that speed now they enter of Mashaka. All of this and this what they don't say road safety expert and a safe approach system. Okay. They don't agree say the human error. It's too boku for the accident they will record. Many people actually use wisely they drive.
Of course, we'll find time for invite again for can talk on some safety measures then where the Salo Safety Authority they put in place. Augustine Kaitunge, Director of Road Safety and Enforcement, Salo Safety Authority. One for say plenty thank you to you for being part of the program. Come over to you, Chief Inspector Edward Kamara. What's going to be your round of statements?
So, when we approach the festive season or in preparation for the festive seasons, we'll get the joint ops order will be made with partners, this road safety corps. And the code was Operation Take Responsibility for Safety, as Mr. Kaitunge don't say. So with the appeal to all and sundry that you life, we the law enforcers, of course we go do best. Okay. We go do it at all time for do best. But majority of citizens wanna say for play on our own part, so that at the end of the day, you will succeed and it's 2026.
Okay, plenty thank you to you, Chief Inspector Edward Kamara, Information Officer, Traffic Directorate, Sierra Police, for we take a step for be part of the program.
Thank you.
Well, now we'll bring down the curtain for today's edition of the program. Good morning, Salon. Plenty thank you to producer Michael Sambola with support from Mange Mansari. Plenty thank you to Fatmata Sambola, Mei Kamara Bangura, we make us see we live now on Facebook page. Plenty thank you to DJ Clip. So till we meet again, Mina Adeyemi Jackson, say goodbye.
Musa Kamade, say bye-bye.